I think we
Tomer,
bring
how
back
many
Asian
creatures
girls.
do you have?
Why are you asking?
I'm just curious.
No, that's fine. I have fine. Please don't hurt me.
Hello there, I'm Carlos, and this is Kingdoms, where all your nerdy dreams come true. Today on Kingdoms and Friends, we have the amazing cosplayer and creator AnnaMargaret and Tomer, the budget commander from MTG Goldfish. If you'd like to continue to see great shows with great guests like these, please smash the like button and subscribe to our channel. Also, remember our channel sponsor is Card Conduit. Magic can be an expensive hobby, and I think, and so does Card Conduit, that you should get the best value for your cards as possible. So when you're ready to sell some of your cards to help with the bills or to get some cash for the next set, go to cardconduit.com. They will give you the best value for your cards and make sure it's a really simple process. Also, you can use cardconduit.com/KingdomsTV to get reduced fees at checkout. Thanks, Card Conduit, for continuing to build the kingdom. We're good to go. Let's roll to see who goes first.
D6
7.
5.
That's a 4 for me.
Distracted.
Somebody beat us 7.
An 11.
Oh, you're
Nice.
first.
Hey everyone, my name's Tomer. I work at MTG Goldfish. I run the Commander YouTube channel we have over there, and I am running one of my favorite decks. This is Tasigur, the Golden Fang, with his trusty companion Gyruda, Doom of Depths. And the gimmick about this deck is that every single non-land card in the entire deck has a mana value equal to 6. Nothing higher, nothing lower, just 6. It will be interesting to see what happens when I get to turn 6. Mwahaha.
Yeah, hi everyone, Julian here with Kingdoms. I am playing Hidetsugu, Devouring Chaos. This is also, I guess, a Mana Cost Matters deck where I am focusing less on his first ability to sacrifice creatures and more on his second ability where I get to shoot people in the face with expensive cards. So that's what I'm going to be trying to do. I have a lot of cards that also have alternative casting costs in here, like some of the Adventure Dragons and things like that, so that maybe I can get around their high costs. But yeah, it's just going to be, hopefully, a very chaotic game.
Hey everybody, Carlos here, and I am playing my Karn Silver Golem deck. This is, as you can tell, no colors, and the goal is to play a bunch of weird artifacts that have some combos, typically with Karn's ability to turn non-creature artifacts into creatures. One of the ways I try and win, though, is just with a bunch of animated creatures eventually, or animated artifacts, but I also do have every Karn variant in the deck, so a little bit of a Karn tribute deck, much as character in the diverse. But
My name's AnnaMargaret. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited. You can find me everywhere on the internet at It's AnnaMargaret, and so you can find all the things I'm doing there. Today I'm playing Sophia, Dogged Detective. She's adorable, and with her trusty dog Tiny, my goal is to investigate, make a lot of clues and a lot of tokens, and hopefully have my dogs and detectives swing for victory. So I'm excited. Let's do it. So I'm going to start us off by drawing a land for turn. I'm going to play a Canopy Vista tap, and then I will pass the turn.
I will draw. I will play a Myriad Landscape tapped, and I will pass.
I will draw for turn, and I will play a basic mountain and pass.
draw. I'm going to play a Mycosynth Gardens and pass the turn.
Untap, draw for turn. I'm going to play an island, and I will pass.
Untap, draw. I'm going to play a Bajuka Bog, and you know what? I'm going to exile Julian's Graveyard. Declare war.
Oh,
And,
okay, I see how it is.
I'm going to pass after that.
Okay, alright, I will draw for turn. I will play a basic swamp, and I will tap 2 for a fire diamond that comes in tapped, and I will pass.
Okay, draw. Let's do Ancient Tomb. We'll pass.
Draw for turn. I'm going to play in Overgrown Farmland. It'll enter untapped because I control 2 other lands. Then I'll tap 3 and I'm going to play Inspiring Statuary. So non-artifact spells you cast have improvise. With that, I'll pass.
I almost had that in this deck for one point because I completely misread it. And I think
really?
I mean, if you have
non-artifact.
Yeah.
No, it's way better in my deck than
I
yours.
thankfully took it out before I ever played it, but other than embarrassing.
All
I'll
right.
draw, and then I will play a command tower. I'm just going to pay 2 mana, activate the mirrored landscape, and I think I'm going to get 2 blue sources, 2 islands, 2 basic islands, and that'll be it. I'm just going to do that right now.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I will play a basic swamp. Guess I will tap 3 for a sonic screwdriver. I will pass.
End of turn. Flash in a non-artifact spell, a skittering cicada. Whenever you cast a colorless spell until end of turn, skittering cicada gains trample and gets +X/+X, where X is that spell's mana value. Untap. Off for turn. Let's play Desert, the original. Pass the turn.
I'm going to untap, draw for turn. I'm going to play a Plains as my land for turn. I think what I want to do is just have 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to play Sophia.
Yay.
Sophia, Dogged Detective. As she enters, I create Tiny, a 2/2 legendary dog detective with trample. And I can pay 1 to sacrifice an artifact token to put a 1/1 counter on each dog I control. And then whenever a dog I control deals damage, I get to create a food and then investigate. Woohoo! Pass the turn.
Draw. I'm going to play a forest, and then I think we're just going to play our commander Tasigur, the golden thing, just so I have a blocker. I'm going to delve away the mirrored landscape, so it's gone. Blech. Voila! And then I pass.
Yeah, nothing I want to do here. So untap, upkeep, draw. Basic swamp for turn. I'm gonna cast a Tali.
Oh.
Ooh.
I will pass the turn.
All right, end of turn. I'm going to flash in an ever-flowing chalice. 2 counters on it. I'll draw for turn. I'm going to play Mirix, the sphere land. This guy can tap for 3 and make a 1/1 colorless Phyrexian Might artifact creature token with Toxic 1, and this creature can't block. After that, I will pass turn.
I'm going to untap. I'm going to look at a Tali with a little bit of fear and then draw for turn.
I got
Just
a
a
lot of
little.
fear. I got a lot of fear.
Just a little. So I'll play a Plains as my land for turn. 3 to play Morska, Undersea Sleuth.
It's one of the new
And
ones,
so
too.
I have no maximum hand size, and at the beginning of my upkeep, I investigate. Then I'm going to tap 1, 2, and use this non-artifact spells have improvised. Tap this to improvise. And I'm going to play Peregrine Took. And so if 1 or more tokens would be created under my control, those tokens plus an additional food token are created instead. I think I'm happy here, and I'll pass the turn.
Tali is very scary against my deck because my deck has every single 6-drop.
Oh no,
So I
can
will
you
actually
do
have to
something?
do that. I will deal with a Tali. I don't want to, but I have to. I
It's
apologize. I'm not
understandable.
going to do I'm going to pay 6 mana to cast Noxious Gearhulk. When it enters the battlefield, you may destroy another target creature. If a creature was destroyed this way, you gain life equal to its toughness. That target's a Tali. Oh, a Tali is already gone. You know what? We're going to relax. We're going to relax a little bit. We're going to enjoy the peak, and I'm going to just ship it.
To no one's surprise, Atali did not last long. I will untap, upkeep, draw. Let's see. I'll
You have
play
black, though. You probably have some reanimation.
You know, I don't think I'm running any reanimation in this
really?
deck, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I think that was kind of a conscious choice. I wanted it to be more random than that. Tap 4 here and cast my commander. Hidetsugu, Devouring Chaos. So I can pay a black to sacrifice a creature and scry 2. I can pay 2 and a red and tap him to exile the top card of my library, and I can play it this turn, and my commander will deal damage to any target equal to that card's mana value. I will pass the turn.
Yeah, I will tap everything but an Ancient Tomb, and that'll give me 5 mana. If that's good, I will untap and draw. I'm going to play Gyre Reach Sanitarium. I will pass.
Okay, I'm going to untap and then upkeep trigger. I will investigate, and then I will also create a food token. And then I will draw for turn. I'm going to tap 1 for the improvise, And I'm going to play Alistar the Brigadier. Oh, I hope I don't know how to say that, but Doctor Who character. Whenever you cast a historic spell, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. And whenever he attacks, you can pay 8. And then your creatures can get plus X over X until the end of turn, where X is the number of historic permanents you control. Don't be worried at all. This isn't all about artifacts and clues. Nothing to fear here. Tap 1, and then this food, which is to improvise out Astrid. She's a legendary human. Whenever she enters the battlefield or attacks, you create a food token. Also, I have a trigger here because she's a historic spell. So because she's an historic spell, I'll make a 1/1 soldier and a food token. And then when she enters, I'll make a food and an additional food. I will tap this and sacrifice my food using Sophia's ability to put a 1/1 counter on all of my dogs, which right now is just Tiny. And so with that, I will pass the turn.
I will draw. We'll play a lane for the turn. It will be a Slippery Karst, which is a battlefield tap. Let's smash face a little bit, you know? Carlos, you're doing such a good job killing yourself. I will attack you with the Tasigur.
You can still attack me, but my Skittering Cicada does get bigger based on the current mana cost of anything I cast. And then Karn, when he blocks or attacks, it's -4, +4. I mean, you can. But...
Julian, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I expected this. You gave me the one turn, and I appreciate that. All right. Well, unfortunately, I do not have 2, so I will take the 5.
I will cast a spell to stop the retaliation. I want to cast a spell called Fairy Slumber Party. You return all creatures to their owner's hands. For each opponent who controlled a creature returned this way, you create 2 1/1 blue fairy creature tokens of flying. This creature can only block creatures of flying. But I'm also going to make 2 fairies for each one of you who returned a creature. So I get 6 fairies. 7 cards, and that's it. You know, see, fair. Everybody can rebuild. I didn't blow up any creatures. I just returned them, and I'll pass.
End of your turn. I will use the Sonic Screwdriver to scry 1. All right, so I will untap. Nothing on upkeep. Draw for turn. Probably just play a swamp. Cast my commander again, honestly, and I will pass.
End of turn. Recast Skittering Cicada. I'll cast the Iron Crag. I will spend 4 mana, losing 2, to play Voltaic Construct. I'll untap. Draw for turn. I'm going to play Echoing Deeps. I'll pass.
I'm going to untap. I'll draw for turn. Tap 4 to replay Alistar. Then I'm going... back out. I'm going to tap 2 of my food, so I still have 1 food untapped. And this green to recast Peregrine Took. When he enters, this will trigger. So whenever you cast a historic spell, I'll make a little human. 1, and this last food is tapped. All 3 foods are tapped. To recast Astrid. That triggers, and I make another soldier. But then also when she enters or attacks, you create a food token. And if I would make any token, I make another food. So I'll make 2 more foods. And that is my rebuilding turn. And I pass.
I think that was even better than before.
I sequenced it. You may have set me up for better sequencing with my tokens.
Yeah, I'm just a group hug player. I'm just trying to maximize everybody else's value, you know?
Do you think you could send some lands my way? I'd love to have drawn a land. Just, you know.
As long as you don't get 8. 7
I'll
or
work
below.
on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so my land for the turn is going to be Commander Staple, Commander All-Star, Temple of the False God. It's like an ancient tomb, but doesn't deal damage, Carlos.
Good, I know.
Take notes.
I have it in here. I got it. Bad.
And then I'm going to go to attack. I have 6 1/1 flyers, and I'm just going to be fair and balanced. And I'm going to just send 2 at each opponent. You know what, Julian? I've hit you the most. I will just do 3 at Anna and 3 at Carlos. How about that?
Oh, wow. Okay, I'll take it. Hey,
I'm not going to take the Hidetsugu player who has the commander out.
Maybe a good call.
Lowest life. Can't believe this.
I'll take 3.
Look,
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I'm just going to do a little bit of spring cleaning on the board state because it's getting a little bit messy again, and I like keeping things nice.
No, you've targeted me so much. I thought we were friends. I don't want to have to revoke this budding friendship.
Look, this is more to help you, actually, because I think Carlos, between you and me, Carlos, those permanents, that's too many. So I'm going to pay 6. And I'm going to play a Bane of Progress. When Bane of Progress enters the battlefield, it destroys every artifact and enchantment, and then I just get a counter for each one destroyed that way, which is not a lot. It's just a couple.
Any response, Julian?
No.
You're not going to scry.
No, I am going to scry.
Long have the Karn players feared the Bane of Progress, but not today.
As a fellow artifact.
1, 2, 9 mana.
No way he has it.
Darksteel Forge.
Oh!
Wow.
Alright, you get to keep it then.
Okay.
I lost my life, and then my cicada gets +9/+9 and trample this turn.
You still get 8 from me.
The Darksteel Forge.
You've been exclusively targeting me, and I'm
Man,
feeling
wow,
very
that's
targeted.
That's very fair. You know what? Now that there's a Darksteel Forge on the battlefield, I will redirect my threat.
I don't appreciate when I've already complained about only having 5 lands,
The
but
only
you just
value that
destroyed my
Darksteel
whole
Forge
board.
has is against what you just did.
Look, my goal with this deck is to make everyone equally upset. That's it. Or, I mean, equally happy with me. That's what I meant.
Gotcha.
Julian, how many did you lose, by the way?
2.
Just 2? That's nothing. All
A
right.
measly 2.
What I'm going to do with the last 3 mana is I'm going to pay 3, and I'm going to use my Companion's ability.
Oh, wait, actually, will you
completely-
let me? I have 3 tapped, 3 untapped, and 1 clue in this thing. I'm going to sacrifice 3 foods to draw a card twice. And whenever I sacrifice a clue or a food, she explores. I'm going to sacrifice these 6 clues to draw 2 cards and explore 6 times.
Okay, and that means I get 2 less,
Well-
or I get 6 less counters.
Right? 'Cause
You have
can't
to
I do
it
that?
in the right sequencing, though. So,
Oh, I
so
do?
sack 3 foods. So the sacking the 3 foods triggers Peregrine Took and what's her name 3 times. So
So the Astrids, the 3 Astrids will happen first, and
Oh,
then
they
you'll draw the
do?
card
And
off
then,
the show.
wait, that's even better, because
Well,
then
but
I can,
it's
like,
better,
okay.
and you can't do them like 6 explores at once, right? You know, they have to
Yeah,
be-
yeah. No, but this is way nicer. Thank you for helping me. So I reveal it, I think, right, when I explore.
Mhm.
So
Very
this
smart.
lush, so it goes to my hand, and then I do the second one. Mushroom Watchdogs. Oh, well, this is one of the few dogs in the deck. I'm gonna put that back on top, and then
So
she gets a
then-
counter, and
then
then
you
I explore
explore
the
one
same
more.
card again,
Oh,
and it goes back on top. Then I draw with Peregrine Took.
Mhm.
I draw the cute doggy. Then I sack the next 3. So then I explore this one. Okay, it's a land. It goes to my hand.
Hey,
And
you
then I
wanted lands.
explore. I did. You're really helping me. I can't even believe it. I was so mean to you. I'm sorry. Then you get only 2 from me as they're destroyed.
2 from you, 2 from Julian, so I get 4 counters total. And then I'm going to pay 3 mana, and I'm going to use my Gyruda Companion ability, which I can pay 3 mana and put into my hand, and I'll pass it.
I need to draw some cards somehow.
Tap.
Come on, the One
Upkeep.
Ring.
Draw. Well, I will play a Zalfiran Void, which lets me scry 1. I'm going to transmute this Netherborn Phalanx and go and
Yeah.
find a card that costs 6. I think I'm going to Curtain's Call. So I will pass the turn from there, I think.
Draw for turn. Scavenger Grounds. So I'm gonna flash in Karn 5 for Karn. That'll make Skittering Cicada get +5/+5 and trample a 1 and have Darksteel Forge become a creature. I'm gonna swing with a 9/9 Darksteel Forge and a 7/7 Cicada with trample. I'm sending the 9/9 Darksteel Forge and the 7/7
Dice hold
both
on.
at Tomer.
Yeah, unfortunately, it takes 16. All right.
That's all I got.
Okay, I'm gonna untap, draw for turn. I think what I'd like to do is I'll play a forest as my land for turn. Then I'm gonna start by tapping 3 plains, island, and forest to recast Morska, Undersea Sleuth, and now I have no maximum hand size. This is a legendary creature, so it will trigger Alistar. So I will create a soldier going to 3 soldiers, and I will also make a food. And I'm going to play Bloodline Pretender, saying dog. Whenever another creature of the chosen type enters the battlefield under your control, you can put a 1/1 counter on Bloodline Pretender. I Tomer, I feel like you were really picked on. I had been planning on swinging at you, but you were really, really targeted.
Right?
Now I feel guilty,
No.
but I really
Targeted?
would
I
like to
attacked
get
him
a
one time.
trigger.
Come on.
Wait, but you did also try to destroy all my things, but it ended up really helping me. This is so conflicting. Okay.
And Carlos has an indestructible board, and he casts flash things. It's kind of
Yeah,
scary.
but I worry that Carlos will attempt to kill my thing if I swing at him.
You
So
gotta
you've
make him
got
have
you've
it.
got a 2/2 and a 4/4.
I got a
Blocks.
6/6 on that. The Bane of Progress is a 2/2. It has 4 counters on it.
Oh,
plus
no,
one,
no,
plus
sorry.
one
I'm looking
counter
at
on it.
Carlos. Carlos has a 2/2 and Karn untapped, correct?
Yeah, I have, and I can untap artifact creatures, so I could pay 1 to make this an artifact.
Oh my
creature
gosh! So you'll just
and
kill
untap
my
it.
poor creature. Oh man, I feel so bad. I'm sorry. I really want this trigger. So I'm gonna swing at you, Tomer, for 5.
No, but Tomer has a 6/6.
No, he does. Oh, sorry.
I
Julian, I'm sorry. I'm gonna swing at you
Okay.
because you have a 3. You're gonna use your instant on me, but I probably deserve it. And so you've got a 4/4 there. I'm gonna swing at you with my 5/5. I do get the trigger on attack, so I will make 2 more foods.
Yeah, I do think that I have to protect my life total here, so I am going to cast Curtain's Call, and I will destroy your attacker.
I feel like the Bane of Progress is kind of big and scary.
I agree. I think that's going to have to be my
Ricotta.
target.
What? Look at that.
Ricotta's enormous and purple gives some flash. It gives some flash.
Okay, but also the eight mana.
Wait, that's
everything-
true. Get rid of the
That's
cicada.
true,
wait,
actually.
the cicada's
Yeah,
getting
I'll-
gigantic. That's
You
such a
can.
good point.
But just make sure that you look at that Bredegard thing first. One more time.
Wait, no, get rid of the cicada. I didn't even think about it. It's not an artifact. It swung for like so many with trample.
Tomer, if I keep your Bane of Progress alive, will it spare my poor defenseless Hidetsugu?
When you drop like 5, what's the thing that triples damage? Then I will say our alliance is off. But right now, I don't want to be mean, but I feel like your board state is not the scariest right now.
No, you are correct, and I actually don't run any damage duplication or anything. But yeah, I will destroy the cicada, I think.
Okay, so in response, I am going to sack 3 food to draw a card. As I sack those 3 food, wait, I have to do it in the right order. She still gets destroyed, but I could look, I guess. Maybe that matters. I'm going to explore 3 times. Okay, it's a soul ring. I'm going to put it back on top. I'm going to do that 3 times. So technically she goes to 6. I draw a card. And then because I drew my second card this turn, I'll put 2 counters on Morska, and then Astrid dies.
I'm going to flash in Vidalcan Ori.
Okay, well, that was my turn. I have no maximum hand size, and I'll pass the turn.
Okay, we pay 6 mana very clumsily. We'll play a card that is not very webcam friendly, but 99% of the time I just target my own thing anyway. Gyruda, Doom of Depths. When it enters the battlefield, each player puts the top 4 cards of their library into their graveyard. Put a creature card with an even converted mana cost or mana value from among those cards onto the battlefield under control. Yep, that's a whiff. Well, Curtain's Call. We remember that one.
Oh no! You took my
Oh,
really
no.
good creature. I'm very sad about this.
Alright, I'm just going to take the card that I hit, which is Green Warden of Morasa. It says when it enters the battlefield, you may return target creature card from your graveyard to the hand. And then I just mill Undergrow Stadium, Curtain's Call, and a Forest. Alright, I'll take the Curtain's Call. It goes into my hand. And then
You
what
get
do I
any
do?
card.
I play an island. And then for my last trick, pay 1 and cycle a Lonely Sandbar. And then I'm going to move to combat. And Carlos, you hit me for 16. I'm going to hit you for 6 in the air.
Yeah.
I pass it.
I am going to kill one of them.
Keeping up.
Post combat main. So Desert, I have to use it after I take
Oh,
the damage.
yeah.
Desert deals 1 damage to target attacking
Okay.
creature. Play this ability only during the end of combat step.
Okay, untap, upkeep, draw. I'm gonna tap 4 mana. We're gonna cast Ensnared by the Mara. Each opponent faces a villainous choice. You exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card, and then I can cast that card without paying its mana cost. You exile the top 4 cards of your library, and you take damage equal to the total mana value.
Ooh.
I'm too low of life. I'll give you a card.
I'm gonna give you a card.
Okay. All right. Please exile until you hit a non-land card and tell me what I'm getting.
Yes.
Oh,
Exactly
never
what I was
mind.
hoping
You hit a
for.
really good card.
No, Mana Crypt? Really?
Oh, you're hitting
No,
one?
no, I
Awesome.
think mine is. Oh man.
Yeah, I don't have any non-creature artifacts, so yeah, it's just a 4/4 flyer. We're playing with chaos. I'll take the Mana Crypt. That is my turn.
All right, draw for turn, and yeah, I'll pass.
I'm gonna untap. I have an upkeep trigger. I'm going to investigate. Then that will trigger. So I will make a second food. Then I will draw for turn. Then I will play an exotic orchard. I will tap my exotic orchard to play a soul ring. That will trigger Alistair. So I will make a soldier. Oops, going to 5 soldiers. When I make that soldier, I will make another food. And I'm going to play Conclave Mentor. Whenever one or more 1/1 counters would be put on a creature you control, put that many +1 on that creature instead. Okay. Then I'm going to tap this Soul Ring, and I'm going to recast my commander. So I'm going to cast Sophia, Dogged Detective. When I cast her, this will trigger. I'll make another soldier and another food, and she'll bring out Tiny. When Tiny enters, it's relevant. Bloodlight Pretender will get 2 counters. So I go to 5 foods. Then I'm going to use this colorless floating and this green to play Mushroom Watchdogs. This is another dog entering, and so I'm going to put 2 more counters on Bloodline Pretender. I'm going to sack 3 of my food to draw a card. Since I drew my second card this turn, I'll put 2 counters on this, +1 from the Conclave Mentor for 3 counters, going to 5 counters on this. Pass the turn.
Draw. First, a little bit of pain and a little bit of gain, you know? I'm going to send Anna 2, Julian 2, Carlos 1.
I'll take 2.
I cannot block.
But see, now comes
Oh wait,
the...
I will block one of them. Wait, I have reach.
Oh, you also have a flyer.
Yeah.
Cybernetic.
And I also have a flyer. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Hold on.
Just
Wait
send
a
them
minute.
all.
What?
Anna.
Wait, I didn't redo?
Anna has 11
I didn't realize
historic
it.
permanents. So next turn, all of her
Ugh.
permanents will attack with +11, +11.
Okay, I'll send 4 at Anna and 1 at you. How about that?
Okay, I will take 4.
Okay,
Right.
But
I'm gonna kill
Carlos,
it.
you're forgetting that I make more artifacts on upkeep. Don't minimize my number of
Yeah, minimum
historic
11. Minimum
permanents.
11. I'm gonna
I'm
desert,
hoping
I'm
to
gonna
have
desert
much-
that fairy.
Much more.
I'm gonna kill that fairy that
What
hurt
if
me.
I helped everybody? I'm going to cast another spell that's going to be helpful. Avatar of Growth. It costs 1 less for each opponent you have. So instead of 6, it
Ooh.
only costs... when it enters the battlefield, each player searches their library for up to 2 basic land cards, puts them onto the battlefield, then shuffles their library.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
That's what I was thinking. I'm going to pay 2 mana, and I'm going to Elvish Aberration. So while I'm searching for 2 basics, I'm going to Forest Cycle as well, and I'm just going to put it into my hands, so it's a little bit faster that way. The last land I'm going to get is going to be a Hedge Mage. I'm going to just put it in my hand from the Elvish Aberration. I'm going to play Hedge Mage. I'm going to Surveil. Maybe we'll just replay our commander. We will play a card, but face down. It is Morphed. I think, yeah, that's it. We're just going to pass.
At the end of your turn, I'm going to activate Hidetsugu. So he says, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. When you exile a non-land card this way, he deals damage equal to the exiled card's mana value to any target.
What's the target, though?
I kind of want to target the Brigadier.
Yes, you
Fair.
do. Yes,
Fair.
you
Okay, so it's
do.
targeted. Let's see off the top.
Okay, let's see.
What
And
if
it's
it's
go.
Okay.
So,
Well, you can play on my
nothing.
turn.
This is just exiled, because I cannot play that this turn. Alright, well, I will go to my turn then. Untap.
Playing with my
Upkeep.
emotions
Hmm.
there.
I will roll for Mana Crypt. Odds hurt. Dang. I will draw for turn. I will go ahead and activate him again. I will, I guess, target the Brigadier again,
Okay.
and we'll see what happens.
Wait. Before you activate it, I'm just so afraid of the Brigadier that I can make a deal maybe. Okay? I was gonna choose your Mana Crypt and make it a creature that you could sack. Scry.
Oh.
But
No, but then
Mana
it
Crypt
dies.
is the one that like dies because it's a 0 cost. So
Yes,
I
that.
apologize. I have nothing to offer. Never mind.
Oh, wait. But while we're making deals, do you want to not
okay,
target
yes.
me and I won't attack you on my turn?
Like a horrible deal. Because you'll just,
I think it's a really
you'll
good
have
deal
no
because
opponents, and then have
I'm
to get
really
killed.
excited to attack on my turn.
How many creatures can you potentially attack with?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 6, 8 plus 6, 14.
Right. So you can kill both Carlos and
Just
Tomer,
And
probably.
Tomer. And then you
Yeah.
have to kill her.
I kind of like that deal, though. Yeah, you have a deal.
Okay.
Tomer, I will target your face.
Here's the
I'll
thing.
have
You
a
never
response.
said you
I'll
wouldn't
take
attack
3 minutes.
Anna's face.
Yeah, it's true. You could attack my face.
And that
if
helps
like.
you maybe win. I mean, that seems like we're dead anyway.
That seems like the most reasonable option. As long as that doesn't break our contract.
I don't think so. I think the letter of the law, I just want to keep my creature because I'm really
Okay.
excited about my turn.
Okay, cool. Then yes. AnnaMargaret, I will target your face instead.
Okay.
I apologize, Tomer.
I will
That's
say
fine.
though. Oh wait, I haven't even seen what it is. Okay, flip it.
Yep, we're about to flip it. That is 4.
Okay.
That is
Hey, I will 4.
Prophet. I will cast that Twilight Prophet. I will play a mountain for turn. I have ascended with my deal with the devil. Okay, I will pass.
End of turn. I'm going to cast a Dreamstone Hedron. And I can sack it to draw 3 cards, which I think I'm just going to immediately do. I need stuff. I have only 1 other card in hand. Then I'll draw 3. And then I'll untap. I'll draw for turn. Play Buried Ruin as my land for turn. I can pay 2, sack it to get an artifact from my graveyard to my... I'm dead, I guess? No. Let's see here. I can get back a Staff of Domination and gain like 2 life.
Staff of Domination can tap a creature, can't it?
Yeah.
But he can still use the ability, right?
No, he can't.
Oh, he has to
He has to attack. So that would work.
Something? I think I just passed then because I can do it all at instant speed.
I think
Tomer,
bring
how
that.
many creatures do you have?
Why are you asking?
I'm just curious.
No, it's all fine. I have. Please don't hurt me.
I just want to know how many creatures do you have?
I have 5 creatures that are untapped, and then I have 4 additional creatures that are tapped and they cannot block.
On your instep, I'm going to tap this plains using Sophia's ability to sack a food and give each of my dogs a 1/1 counter. But then because of Conclave Mentor, it'll be 2 1/1 counters.
I might
good
just be
boys.
dead even without that guy.
Okay, and so then Bloodline Pretender also gets 2, going to 6. Then I'm going to do it again, tapping and sacking this food, putting 2 more 1/1 counters on all of my dogs. Okay, I'm going to untap. On upkeep, I'm going to investigate, making another clue. So I'm going to also make a food, and then I'm going to draw for turn. I'm going to try. So I'm going to play a land for turn. Okay, now I'm going to tap 4 to play another new-ish card from Ixalan. It's going to be Sovereign Okinek Anu Ahau. Whenever this card attacks, for each creature you control with power 4 or greater than the creature's base power, put a number of 1/1 counters on that creature equal to the difference. So this is my setup in case you tap down my thing. Move to combat. Okay, I'm going to start declaring.
Sorry,
unless
no,
you're...
I have a response.
Okay, cool. I figured.
All right, I'm going to pay 7 mana and cast Spine of Ish-Sa. It is a 7 mana artifact. When it enters the battlefield, destroy target permanent.
Oh, nice.
When it's put
Okay.
into graveyard from the battlefield, return it to its owner's hand. And I'll destroy the...
He's destroyed.
And I believe that is all I have to do currently.
Oh, I'm really sorry. I did also make a food and a soldier when this got cast before he dies, but then he dies. Okay, so I could give each of my dogs an additional +8 over 8. I'm gonna tap 1, sack a clue, and I'm gonna give each of them an additional 2, 2, 2, and then I'm gonna do that again. I sack a clue, another clue, and then I'll do that 2 more times, sacking these 2 foods, putting additional 4 1/1 counters on everything. Only the dogs. Tomer, I will swing
No,
this.
I can't. I put my finger on my nose.
Wait, why is your finger on your nose?
Oh,
You're targeting me first.
What?
Yeah,
I'm
No,
so
it was a
confused.
joke.
Nose-
I'm
he's
like,
doing nose goes.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like not sure what's happening. Well, you've got, yeah, I'm going to swing a 14-14 with trample at you. I'm also going to swing 6-1-1 soldiers at you. I have one soldier that has summoning sickness still that is untapped. And then, Carlos, I will swing a 14-14 and an 18-18 at you.
I'm going to use my removal spell. I'm going to pay 3 mana. And I'm going to play a card. Curtain's Call. I'm going to target Tiny.
Yep.
And what else do I hit here? I don't know. Julian keeps making these deals. I don't want that to be a factor. I'm going to blow up the Hidetsugu. And then I'm going to block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 1/1. So I'll take 1 damage and 5 souls.
Or actually, wait. In response, I'm going to sacrifice him to himself and scry 2.
Yeah, we'll make all 3 of them creatures. What's the biggest one?
18 and 14.
Tap. The problem is if I go all in to make sure I'm safe against AnnaMargaret, then I could just die to Tomer. In which case, I'm going to...
It's a risk you gotta take from us. You're just going to go for it. It's a leap of faith.
So I'm going to just... a 9/9 against
Okay.
your biggest one.
Okay.
And the other 2 against the other one. So none of your things are going to die, but then if you randomly give trample, I don't think I die. There we go.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna. Well, yeah. Now I'm pulling a Carlos. I'm just gonna do it. So I'm gonna cast this cute angel. Clues I control have exalted. So whenever a creature I control attacks alone, that creature gets +1/1 until the end of turn for each instance of exalted. Among permanents I control, then I'll pass the turn.
Okay, so I'll just draw the card again. There we go. I'm gonna untap these. We're gonna draw some cards. Okay, I'm gonna cast Prime Speaker Zagana. It enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it, where X is the greatest power among other creatures you control, which is currently 6. When it enters the battlefield, you draw cards equal to its power, which is currently 7. Let's just do this. We'll pay 6 mana, and we'll cast Noxious Gearhulk. I'm going to blow up your biggest toughness creature, Anna, because I want to gain 18 life.
Yeah, you do. Okay, but then as this dies, I am going to investigate.
That's my whole
I go to 37.
You just gained my whole life.
And that's you, Carlos, too.
I'm going to block one of them and kill it and take
Carlos,
1.
you can blow up.
I already tapped my.
Oh, you have. Oh, yeah. It doesn't matter. They can't block anyway. Yeah, and the desert kills enough. Oh wait, can you kill the desert? You don't have the desert.
Nope. Yeah.
9, 10. Oh, you know what I can do? For 1 black mana, I can delve. So that'll be my final thing I can do. For 1 black, and then I'll exile 5 cards. I'll keep the Curtain's Call, and I'll get rid of the Fairy Somber. All right, and then I will pass. And then I discard the anti-inside. We're going to discard Tetsamok, Primal Death, Injector Crocodile, Verdant Mastery. Actually, instead of Tetsamok, I'll just give you that information. We'll just get rid of Greater Technuki instead.
Okay, untap. Upkeep couple triggers, Mana Crypt and Twilight Prophet. I will roll and odds will hurt me. Man, it really likes the ones. Okay. And then I will reveal the top card of my deck, which is Shriekmaw. So you all take 5. I will gain 5.
I appreciate you, Anna. The 1818 has been very helpful.
You're welcome. I'm here to help.
I'm just gonna accidentally die. No one's even gonna try and kill me. I'm just gonna accidentally die.
Recast my commander. Spend 2. I'm gonna cast a reassembling skeleton. I think I'm just gonna sit back from here, and I'll pass.
End of turn.
Attack.
I'm going to cast a trading post, and then I'm going to sacrifice the Spine of Ishah to draw a card. And the Spine of Ishah goes to my hand. Draw for turn. I'll pass. Yeah.
I'm going to untap. I'm going to investigate. So I will also make a food. Then I will draw for turn. Then I'm going to... Carlos, how many creatures do you have?
I have 2 current creatures, and then technically each of my artifacts can become creatures.
I'm going to tap 4 And I'm going to play Officious Interrogation. And so I'm going to tap it for its cost and then 1 additional to target 1 other person. I'm going to investigate 16 times.
Only one.
So I'll have 18 total clues, and I'll get 1 extra food. And I'm going to cast Shimmer Dragon. So I'm going to tap 2 food to draw a card. I'll tap 2 clues to draw another card. Okay, I'm going to do that again.
Well, at least with more scout, you don't have to discard down to hand size, so we can go.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I could just draw all of them, I guess. I'm going to tap these 14.
Live a little.
Yeah, live a
Draw
little,
7.
but I'm going to draw 7.
Here
I'm
at the
going to play
moment,
an island as a land for turn. I'm going to move to combat, and I'm going to attack with just the Merchant of Truth in the air at you, Tomer. It would normally be a 2/5, but because I have 18 clues, it gets plus 18 over 18, so it is a 20-23.
I am hurt. I'm going through a lot of emotions.
You killed my thing last turn. You killed my dog to get that life. It's just payback. It's
True.
retribution. It's fine.
True.
I'm
You
swinging
literally
that at
killed
you.
a dog for that life.
You literally killed a dog for that life. You deserve it. I'm swinging at you for 20 in the air.
I have no blockers, so I am taking 23.
No, just 20.
Just 20.
Tap 2, and I'm going to also play Lonus Cryptozoologist. Whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield under my control, I investigate. I can tap and sacrifice X clues. Target opponent reveals the top X cards of their library. I can put an online permanent on the battlefield with X or less on under me.
This is such a cool deck.
Okay,
I want to
pass
build this now.
Well, I'm going to cast Sphinx of Enlightenment, and I'm going to target Julian. When it enters the battlefield, someone draws a card and you draw 3 cards. Friends.
Oh, I'll draw a card. Thank you.
Yeah, you draw a card. And then I draw 3. Go to combat. Fairy Rogues. Carlos, 3.
I have my desert. Don't do it.
You're the only one who doesn't have flyers. You're taking a 3.
Yeah,
Lily can't attack other people.
kill one of them.
Bam. There's now 2 fairies.
Actually,
It's doing
forget
work.
it. I'm
Honestly,
not killing one.
isn't worth it? Are you saying that the fairies aren't even worth killing?
Right.
That's kind of rude. Pass, and then I'm going to discard down to hand size. Branch of Vitugazi. It's just a
Pay a black and sack my reassembling skeleton to scry 2. Pay 2 to reanimate a skeleton. Pay a black, sack it again, scry 2 again. Untap, upkeep, couple triggers, mana crypt. Odds will hurt me. That was a 1 again. That's crazy. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then Twilight Prophet will reveal Heretic's Punishment. This is a 5 mana enchantment, so you're all going to take 5. I will gain 5. I will put that in my hand, and then I will draw for turn. Let's see. So we will play an Isolated Watchtower.
Yeah, I'm gonna discard a card, gain 4 life.
I'm going to pay 5 and cast Heretic's Punishment. I mean, I am going to the end of my turn.
On your instep, I'm going to tap a plains, and I'm going to Swords to Plowshare your commander. No, not the commander, the construct. Oh my gosh.
Commander.
I like
That's
blanked out and
unfortunate
like
you
forgot
chose
the whole
commander.
conversation. I'm choosing I'm choosing the construct. You gain life equal to its power, and it is
Well,
exiled.
I'll
That's
respond. Pay 2 there and 2 there. So yeah, so I'll pay 2. I'm gonna make trading post a creature. Pay 2 to untap it. I'll pay 1 to sacrifice. We'll take construct to draw a card.
But you had 6 in the air, Julian.
I know you literally had a.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Shoot, I totally sorry.
That's
This
why I
game
was
has
so
gone on
shocked.
so long.
Uh,
You're totally right. I'm sorry. It's I totally
fine.
blanked that combat is a thing. Okay, well we're you're at 7. We're just gonna we're gonna fire the cannon once, targeting you. I'm gonna reveal the top 3. Put them in my graveyard. Mountain 3, land. That's 3 damage.
Oh, sorry.
Let's go
take 3.
for it. Let's see it.
All right, 4. That's a land. That's a 6, and that's another 6. Okay.
See, 6s are possible.
Dead.
All right. Well, I spent everything,
Wow.
but I killed the machine menace. So
You lose your mana
Oh
card.
my god. The micro is also
lose my
in
mana.
there.
I untap.
It's gonna be an
I
embarrassing
upkeep.
game for the comments when I lost. I punted so often.
I'm gonna tap
I should've
these
gone
4 to draw 2. That's gonna trigger this, so it's gonna go to 10. Oh no, it goes to 11 because it gets 1 extra and it's 2.
That's
Okay.
so many blockers.
So I'm
I
gonna start by
figured.
playing a Reliquary Tower. Then I'm gonna tap 3 and I'm gonna play a Nettle Cyst. I'm gonna tap 3 for an island, a plains, and a forest. And I'm going to cast Unveilwalled Mysteries. Sorry if I said that wrong. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, investigate. Whenever you sacrifice a clue, create a 1/1 human soldier creature token. And I'm going to play Academy Manufacturer.
Oh, my things are
boy.
so
And I'm also going to play Ongoing Investigation. Whenever one or more creatures I control deal combat damage to a player, investigate. And I'm going to equip the Nettle Cyst to my Sovereign Okinek Ahanu. I have 19 clues and 4 food for 28. So this gets plus 28 over 28. Yeah, I'm going to tap 18, leaving 1 clue up. I'm going to play an island as my land for turn. I'm going to move to combat, and I'm going to swing at... Tomer, you don't have any flying. Is that correct?
I have one flyer.
flying.
It's a 5 flyer.
Maybe I hold on. Okay, so I'm going to swing Mushroom Watchdogs, my Sovereign Okinek, Morska Undersea Sleuth. Julian, you have so much more health. I'm going to swing all 3 at you. And
That's understandable.
when this guy attacks, all of the creatures that have power greater than their base power get that many 1/1 counters. So that is all 3 of them. Because this has 28 power higher, because of the living weapon, it will get 28 1/1 counters.
Hidetsugu is going to jump in front of that train for me. So is this 4/4 flyer. I guess I just keep the Twilight Prophet around.
Okay, I have a silly thing that I think works, but I believe I can tap this and sacrifice X clues to then have the opponent reveal off the top to take something. And I think that triggers my whenever you sacrifice a clue, create a 1/1 white human soldier, then I'll also get the food. And I also get the treasure. Do it for like a little. So you have a lot of 6 drops. I think I want them. So I think I'm going to be going for you.
But Anna, how many can you sack in total?
I can sack 19.
If you sack 19, you get 19
then I get
1/1
19.
soldiers. And then you
That's a good idea.
But then don't
Yeah.
you're getting 19 separate triggers of
all of them.
tokens.
Yeah, so I just
Basically,
replaced
yeah.
them all.
That's
Okay,
what I'm saying.
I'm
is
going
you
to
get
do it.
19 treasures though. And then you have your hand.
Oh.
Disgusting.
And you have
And
all
I have
those things
so much in my
your
hand. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Carlos.
Okay.
I'm going to do it. So I'm going to tap this and sacrifice 19 clues. I'm going to go, Tomer, off the top of your library. So reveal the top 19 cards, and I can take a permanent and put it on the field that costs 19 or less.
I love this.
Were all of
Then
those
as
tapped?
I
I'm
sack
going-
those clues,
Anna, were all of those
right.
tapped? All the clues?
One was untapped. Why?
Oh, just because you have your Shimmer Dragon. So you could use
You're
it
right. I
to
guess I
tap
could
something.
tap my Academy Manufacturer and this 1 clue first to draw a card, and then I sack the 19.
I'm going to Desperation. So I'm going to cycle it. When I cycle it, I'm going to discard it, draw a card. And when I cycle it, I get to find a basic and put it onto the battlefield. So I'm going to get the basic first. We are going to draw a card. And that one will for sure be a spot removal spell. Nope. Okay. All right. So you get 19.
Well,
All right. We're going to go through a lot of cards. How about I'll pick the ones that I think are the most relevant. Great Intelligence Plan is a Doctor Who card. Deadly Tempest, if you want to wipe your board, I thought that would be pretty neat. Kogla, the Titan Ape. And then Odd Nixas, a big old 6/6 flying or 4/4 flying trample if an opponent searches their
Trample?
library.
That's all I need. Okay, I want the one with trample.
Only thing is that I just don't want you to die the same way I died. Julian is set up to kill you, maybe without attacking you. Well, I'll just say this. I would just look at Kogla.
Because if Kogla enters, it fights.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
all Kogla could do is Kogla would fight Twilight Prophet.
Yeah, and kill it. Yep, and then I'd have no blockers, and Tomer would kill me, but then you probably kill him. It's awkward.
If I were you, I would just be afraid of the non-combat damage.
Yeah, maybe, because I can block almost any
I would be
damage that's
so
thrown at
shocked
me.
if you couldn't kill them without Nixon.
True. Okay, I will take Kogla. I'm going to take Carlos's counsel. This is going to be my
that's fair.
phone a friend moment. I'll take Kogla. As Kogla enters, I will have it fight Twilight Prophet because that will deal damage off the top to me. Then I'm going to tap 2 and I'm going to bounce Sophia Dogged Detective to my hand. I'm going to spend 4 treasures, going to 15 treasures to recast Sophia. As she enters, she's going to bring in Tiny. Tiny's going to trigger Peregrine Took to make a food. So I make a food, clue, treasure. Going to 20 clues, 20 food. And I'm going to cast Adrix
clue.
Adrix and Nev, twin casters.
And also Lonus trigger, so you make a clue, so then you make another round of everything.
Whenever
Whenever
a
oh my
non-token
gosh!
creature-
Whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control,
Yeah.
investigate. You're right. So when Sophia enters, that triggers. But I think what I'm going to do, so I play Adrix and Nev twin casters. So when this enters, then it does trigger this again, but then this doubles it.
Good.
What I was going to do is I'm going to cast this Whirler Rogue that says tap 2 untapped artifacts you control. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. I'm going to bank on y'all not having tons of removal so that on my turn I can just make anything unblockable and just...
Yes, I'm just going to do it now. I'm going to activate Tasigur, 4 mana, put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard, then return a non-land card of an opponent's choice. The graveyard to your hand. Julian, would you like to return any card from here to my hand?
I mean, I don't have any creatures, so I mean, you can take a Curtain's Call, I guess.
I won't play it. I'm just hoping to draw one specific card.
I will say I don't know what's in my deck enough to know. I think on board I have lethal on my next turn, and I have some interactions in my hand. This is a good moment, I think, to pass the turn.
Odds are nothing I do really
I can
matters.
also do the tapping to draw at instant speed, so I can do it on your instep when I'm less confident about decking myself out.
I will play Aether Snipe. I'm going to evoke it. So I'm evoking this, which is a cast. I cast it for its evoke cost for 3 mana. If you do, sacrifice it when it enters the battlefield. But I just want to use it when it enters the battlefield. I can return target non-land permanent. I'm recasting Gyruda. I don't care what's in your graveyards, by the way. I just want to mill 4 for me. 1, 2, come on. Yes!
You got it?
Okay. Well, if you have a counter spell, I don't got it. But I have, I find Mikaeus the Unhallowed, and I will put him onto the battlefield.
I'm going to tap 20 foods to draw 10 cards. I will spend 3 treasures to cast Disorder in the Court. And I'm going to exile that one target creature, and I will investigate 1 time.
All right, I'm just going to show the Mikaeus.
You'll get it back. You'll get it back at the beginning of your next instep.
Oh.
Wait, so then could you still do it?
Yeah.
I can still do it.
Okay, hold on. I guess. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Let me show the other card. I'm just going to play it anyway.
Go for
regardless
it.
of
Go
what you
for
do.
it. You should do it
Well,
anyway.
Do you have anything? So the way this combo works is a really old school combo. It's actually like when I started playing Commander in 2011, way back in the ancient days.
Oh my gosh.
This was like, oh my god, like this combo was like, oh my god, it was so sweaty when people would play it. Oh my goodness. So Triskelion says when it enters the battlefield with 3 +1/+1 counters on it, and you can remove a +1/+1 counter on it to deal 1 damage to target creature or player. So what I can do is I can deal 1 damage to Triskelion to itself. So it has 1 damage on itself, and it's a 0/1. So once all the counters are removed, it's going to die. Then I remove the remaining 2 counters, and I'm going to do 2 damage to you. And because Triskelion is a 0/1 and I did 1 damage to it, it will die. So it's going to go die, but that triggered Mikaeus. Mikaeus says, oh, you have to do 2 damage. Sorry.
It
You
works
have to do 2
yeah,
damage.
Yep, because it gives +1.
Yeah, Mikaeus gives non-human creatures you control +1/+1 and Undying. So what I do is I do 2 damage.
So it enters with a -1/-1, but that cancels with the +1/+1.
And then I have to do 2 damage to it, so I make sure it dies as well. So it dies. Mikaeus says, oh, you don't have any counters on it, so you're going to come back when you're going to get an additional +1/+1 counter on it. So next time he comes back with 4 counters on it. And then I do 2 damage to it with 2 of the counters, and then I do 2 damage to you. It dies, and then Mikaeus is like, oh, you have no counters on it. Boom, it comes back. And I do that over and over again. If I remove remove a counter from Triskelion and you respond by Mikaeusing, actually, no. Can
Actually,
you stop
no,
it?
no.
I don't know if I can, because if it just comes back, couldn't you?
As long as you're shooting the Triskelion with itself first.
The ability on the stack.
We'll put it on Undying.
You get rid of Mikaeus.
I could also get rid of both of them. I could exile both of them.
With Triskelion dying, Mikaeus says it has Undying. It says so when it dies, it's going to come back, and in response to this coming, before it can come back, you kill Mikaeus, you exile it. I can no longer keep doing the Triskelion, but then it comes back at my end step. So I don't know.
Yeah, then couldn't you just do it at your end step?
Yeah,
you
could.
I think you could just do it on your end step. I think unless I draw a removal, I think you have it.
Yeah, or counterspell.
What do you mean it comes back on the end step? Because
her removal spell brings it back at the beginning of that step.
It enters tapped under their owner's control at the beginning of the next end
step. When Triskelion goes to lose its last counters, with its whatever target it
Yes.
made, then you target Micaeus.
No,
but-
because,
okay,
because
so-
he's already dealt the damage to the Triskelion, so the second he removes the counter, it's dead. It can't be targeted.
Yeah. So here's how I do it.
It's already
I
undying.
do 2 damage to itself. So now there's 2 damage on it, and then I remove the counters and shoot you. It's already gonna die.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure you have to do like 1 counter at a time.
Yes.
Well, right, but it's instant speed, so I mean, he can just.
The fact that you drew
Remove
into
the
the exact
seconds.
thing you needed is so poetic. I'm like here for it. I could look to see, because I technically can make as many clues and whatever. I could keep drawing, but I have no idea, and so I'm okay with it.
I think you should
Should I try?
exhaust your resources, Anna. Yeah, because you have the game if you
Okay.
can kill him.
Leave 1 card in your library, and if you have anything,
Yeah.
Or yeah,
Okay.
like
permanent
3,
removal for
you can.
I'm gonna draw my whole deck. Interesting that your like minimal milling did mill some removal of mine, and I really don't think I don't think I have it. I really don't think so. Good game. I think it was wonderful. I'm
Okay.
super happy.
All right. Thanks to our amazing patrons for your awesome support. We couldn't do this without you. If you'd like to support the Kingdom and find out more, check us out at patreon.com/KingdomsTV. Thanks everybody for watching, and remember, keep it nerdy.